top, back of the head, neck, and spine, and keep your fingers out of the cage. Amateur bouts, the only thing that strikes the head is either a punch or a kick. Got it? Touch him up. Let's have a good fight.
Fierce FC bantamweight champion Jackson Degrey looks to defend while sporting the red gloves. Challenging is flyweight champion Nasir Davis in the blue. This amateur bantamweight title bout is brought to you by Rockwell Watches. They don't just tell time, they tell a story. Rockwell Watches, an official sponsor of Fierce FC.
Nasir Davis comes right out of the gate, pushes pressure on Degrey here.
Degrey pushes him back, a swinging head kick, misses the target, but in on that takedown is Jackson Degrey.
Jackson's got good head position there underneath Nasir Davis's chin. See what he can make out of it next time he gets there.
Stout defensive wrestling on the side of Davis, as he puts together a combination up top. Doesn't necessarily break through the guard of Degrey, however. Echoing shot through the body in Davis. Lightning fast in there, Joel.
Degrey is utilizing those teep kicks really well. And as you see Nasir Davis kind of timing that. Once he lands, he fires that leg kick right back. Nice quick jab there from Nasir Davis, followed by that left high kick.
Degrey closes the distance with some knees involved as well, trying to break down the midsection of Davis.
Yeah, nice clinch work there from Degrey there, going right back to that teep kick. Nasir Davis looking quick today with his hands.
Blinding accuracy as Davis initiates the grappling, puts Degrey on his back. Haven't seen this before from Davis. Been told primarily, obviously, a striker is the A game, but finds himself in the guard of Degrey.
Now we're going to see some grappling come from Jackson Degrey, just like we did in his last performance. Isn't that right, Blake?
Saw it last time out versus Artis Lyles. 13 seconds on the canvas was all it took to submit the fighter out of Las Vegas. Nasir Davis 3-0 within the state of Utah as well, certainly of note.
Nasir Davis doing a really good job of staying tight there in Jackson Degrey's guard, keeping his head position down into Jackson's chin, and then posturing up when he wants to land those shots.
35 seconds to go, round one of a possible 5 here in this amateur title bout. Degrey look to set up an armbar. Davis finds his way back up. Champion trudges forward, doesn't throw, thought about it, however, as some looping hooks land for the flyweight title holder.
Jackson waves his hands at him, saying come on.
Nice uppercut lands by Davis. As a slapping, echoing kick comes through the Carbon County Event Center. Again, Nasir Davis, the visiting fighter who is the Fierce FC flyweight champion. On the other side, Jackson Degrey, the local fighter out of Orem, Utah, on a 3-fight unbeaten streak at present.
Nasir Davis doing a great job of keeping the pressure on Jackson, trying to keep him on that back foot. But Jackson just fired off a really good left body kick, man.
Both trading back, some shots to the breadbasket. All smiles on the side of Degrey as he lands that kick on the back foot.
Nice uppercut landed from Nasir Davis there.
Degrey buckled by the shot of Nasir, but right back to it is the bantamweight champion.
You can kind of tell that Jackson wants to stand in the pocket there with him and start trading.
This is the first time we've seen Nasir Davis in a second round under the Fierce banner. His last 2 fights were by first-round finish. Also of note, Joel, both of Nasir's losses in his record are at this weight class at 135 pounds. As he's built into his frame, he's decided to move away from flyweight at 125 pounds, where he was 3-0, as Degrey meets him in the middle.
Absolutely, and Nasir's looking amazing at bantamweight right now. He's starting to attack the body a little bit to Jackson with those heavy body kicks.
Davis tees off a bit as Degrey backs up.
Clinches up.
Davis finds the underhook, looking to separate once again and continue the offense that was leaning into his favor.
I like to see Jackson start fighting for that ring control there, not have his back too pressured up against the fence a little more. But Nasir is doing a great job stalking him down and keeping that pressure on him.
Cut on the left eye of Degrey.
That left body kick keeps finding a home there, Blake.
Blood starting to populate on that left eye of Degrey as Nasir Davis pushes out a punch up top.
Good right hand landed from Degrey. But Nasir Davis still up in front of his face.
Davis beats the body, goes back upstairs. The uppercut is there, as we saw against Brendan Myers. How durable is Jackson Degrey?
Jackson Degrey is as tough as they come, my friend. Now he's looking to return all those strikes.
Price crowd getting behind the two fighters.
Yes, sir.
Pushes back Davis with that one. We get an eruption.
Now Jackson Degrey is landing some heavy shots here, Blake. Both fighters trading all this heavy leather, man.
Back and forth we go. 14 seconds left in this second round. What a fight we have on hand here, Joel.
What a fight. I hope this goes all 5 rounds to give everybody a treat here.
Both fighters flapping gums at each other. Dave Sellistead, the third man in there, got a tough job right now with 2 staggering strikers on display.
Jackson the Great loves those push kicks. Nasir Davis opening up with those punches there.
Head hunting is Davis. Jackson Degrey talking back. Told me he believes he's better than Davis, putting all his chips into the center of the table right now as he pushes him back.
That right hand is starting to find a home. Now he's got Nasir Davis on his heels now.
To the body he goes. Jackson Degrey punishes Nasir Davis for coming inside.
Now you're not seeing as much forward pressure from Nasir Davis. I think those teep kicks are starting to add up as well, along with those punches to the head.
Both fighters never been finished. All 3 losses between these two gone through the scorecards. Seems like a finish is in the forecast, though, Joel. Both fighters, the output is unbelievable with 2 minutes to work.
Oh, absolutely. Both these guys are looking for the finish, no doubt. Every strike they're throwing has some power and speed behind it. You hear the corner of Davis letting him know that the left hook is there. We'll see if he'll take that advice and start throwing more left hooks here.
Still fast twitched are both fighters. Neither seeming winded thus far. Lots of pop still, Joel.
Lots of pop. These guys are in good shape.
Joel, we built this fight up so much through the promotion, and it is living up to all of the expectations and even surpassing them, I think. I cannot believe these two, what we're seeing right now.
I totally agree. I mean, I said it at the beginning of the show. I feel like this fight should have been there at the Maverick Center for sure, but we get to see it here in Price.
Nasir Davis scores a takedown, doesn't do a lot with it as Degrey promptly jumps back up, what he typically has done historically.
Yeah, good job from Jackson Degrey getting right back up after getting taken down. I'd like to see him start getting an inside frame against Nasir's face to start turning him into the fence and get his own back off the fence. Now they're here sitting here trading knees left and right.
Jackson Degrey chatting with the judge right up against the booth as well.
Just to say, I think Jackson's having fun in there, Blake.
As are the masses here in the Price crowd. What a treat we have on hand. Both fighters a little bit more conservative, but now Jackson Degrey on the front foot.
Jackson looking to close the distance and start looking for that finish there, Blake. Caught him with a good hook cross combo.
Davis puts together the 1-2. Final 10 seconds as he'll close the distance once again. And Matt Degrey for the second time this round.
Good on Nasir Davis clinching that takedown there at the end of that last round. However, I'm just not sure what the judges are going to score with that.
4th of 5 potentially here. Back to the talking we go as Degrey gets the Price crowd in the palm of his hand once again.
I think Jackson's starting to lure Nasir Davis into his game here. He's talking to him, and he's landing those heavy shots. Good check there from Jackson Degrey.
Lots of blood gushing from the nose of Nasir. Might be inhibiting the cardiovascular a bit for the flyweight champion, Joel.
Oh, absolutely. Nice double leg there from Nasir.
4 for 4 on takedowns, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, 4 for 4 on takedowns.
Back into the guard of Degrey. Nasir Davis hasn't amounted much offense here, but has been something that he's been falling back on later on in these rounds.
Definitely, definitely. Starting to get some control time here on the ground.
Nasir Davis, no wins by submission. He does have 3 decision wins. On the other side, Jackson Degrey does possess 2 submission victories in his amateur MMA record. Getting a little bit bloodied as Nasir chases the back.
Jackson looks like he's got to start defending that rear naked choke attempt there from Nasir. Like to see him start getting his back to the mat. Nasir might have that rear naked choke locked in, Blake.
Now Degrey in a little bit of trouble. Nasir Davis, we haven't seen this from him. But could he pull off the short choke, Joel? He loses the grip there.
He lost the grip there, but he's got a tight body triangle on there, which is going to be hard for Jackson to start turning into him to get his back to the mat here. But he is in survival mode right now. He is in an okay position. But now it looks like Nasir Davis has a choke underneath the chin again.
Fighting the hands is Degrey. Looks to be over the chin, but still definitely a place in which a tap can take place.
Nasir Davis looking to transition on top, and he does to mount. We'll see if Jackson will start utilizing the fence to start standing up here.
In his last fight just a few months ago for Nasir Davis, it was grappling initiated by his opponent that led to his ground and pound to get that 3rd KO finish of his amateur career. Kind of a similar story here, positionally at least, with 28 seconds to go in round 4.
Oh, absolutely. We got short time, but anything can happen in the last 30 seconds there. Nasir Davis looking for more of control here, threatening that rear naked choke again.
And Joel, you've got to wonder as we head potentially to the 5th and final round what the state of the gas tank is on both sides.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I'm gonna give Nasir Davis a little bit of an edge there since he's the smaller fighter coming up to bantamweight, right?
5th and final round. It seemed like the finish was going to take place, but we find ourselves here in the final frame of this co-main event. Nasir Davis connects early.
Nice shot there from Nasir.
Clean entry, separates back to the center of the cage as Degrey targets the liver.
Good teep kick lands from Jackson. Almost got caught with that uppercut from Nasir.
That home run hit by Nasir Davis, the uppercut, where we have already seen him record a finish before. He's thrown it a few times, but Degrey able to get out of the way of it every single time, Joel.
We'll see if Nasir results to his takedowns again here as Jackson presses forward.
Joel, my current state, I'm shaking. I cannot believe what we are seeing right now between these two as Degrey defends the takedown beautifully. That's 2 in a row now in which Nasir Davis hasn't been able to do what he's done through 4 rounds.
2 in a row, and Jackson needs to keep that up. He needs to keep his success on the feet here, defend those takedowns. And Nasir Davis has got to tag him up to then land that takedown.
Another
Nice shot.
entry. 3rd in a row, unsuccessful. Degrey, the victor in that exchange.
Another takedown attempt.
Back to the well we go. Dragging his way for a mat return. Nasir Davis finds himself on top, but Degrey been able to get back up every single time already, Joel.
Looking like he took the back door there. Now starting to make him pay for the takedown attempt there.
Degrey chases and immediately begins to strike. Nasir Davis thought about the takedown once again. Will take that one.
Jackson quickly jumped to that guillotine there. He might get it here. He's in full mount. He has it locked up.
Submission is tight. Nasir Davis trying to find some breathing room.
Gets the reversal.
Nasir survives, but Degrey active on the bottom.
Looks like he's got a trap triangle position here, Blake. See Jackson control that posture.
See a little wince from Jackson. I think he really wanted that triangle. Nasir Davis able to posture out of it.
Good job on both of these fighters' parts here.
Joel, that jump to the guillotine looked like it was dead to rights.
Man, that looked like a very tight guillotine there, my friend. Looking for the arm lock. A little bit too shallow for the arm lock. And there we have it, Blake.
With that, we will be checked to scorecards in easily a Fight of the Year contender. Nasir Davis, Jackson Degrey. What a treat that was, Joel.
Man, what a good fight.
Fierce fans, give it up one more time for these two fighters. What an amazing title fight. After 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges score this contest 48-47, declaring the winner by unanimous decision. And new bantamweight champion and first ever Fierce Fighting Championship double champ, Nasir, the Real Deal Davis.